it should work. There we go. Much better. Alright, I wonder how it sounds. Alright, let me see.
Okay, we're gonna cast.
Yeah, let's see how it sounds. I'll mute it over here so I don't hear that echo. There we go. Okay. It's not too bad. Just bring back the music. Go to this here. And yeah, let's start. I don't know why I can't ever get this computer to charge. Yeah, it looks like I'll only be able to be on for a few. Once it starts dying, the stream's gonna end. Gotta figure that out. Looks like Streamlabs takes up way too much. Oh nope, I don't want to do that. Let's go back. I removed the preview. Maybe that'll help. There we go. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Not so sure though. And just to be safe, let me also still make sure as well everything's still running properly. Yeah, it looks like everything's still good. Alright, cool. Alright, it's time to go back to why I'm even here in the first place. Get some code done. I think last time I was working on the choices here, and I had an animation set up to work whenever I clicked on one of these, but it looks like I broke it somehow. And it was because of this prevent click. What happened? What the heck? Okay. Let's see. Okay. So right here, this is the issue. And it's probably because I'm using this prevent previous clicked here. Not prevent click, previous clicked. And I'm trying to set this here. So let me put a debugger to see what's going on. Previous clicked is this. And why when I do previous clicked unnamed, why is that coming up as undefined? Oh, because the name is not defined. And that's because it's being referenced here. if I do... Oh, right, because... That makes sense. Because here, we're, I guess, asynchronous right here. Is set clicked is asynchronous, so we don't have access to the scope of this variable. I mean, to be honest, I could just do this. Needs any of this stuff. Now let's see. Can I read properties of undefined reading info? So now it's saying what's undefined. No, style is fine here. What line was that? 14? Oh, right, because I changed this to... No, click should still be working. To do clicked and then info, that should give me false. Same thing here. Okay, let me go back and see what's going on. Now read properties of undefined. Which properties come as undefined? The heck is going on? What a way to start today. Computer's not charging. Everything's broken. I don't even remember what I was doing yesterday. Alright, let me see. Let's break this down. So, it doesn't like the style here on 914. And it's saying, can I read properties of undefined? Reading info. And that's what's confusing me, because it's saying it's reading info. Does it have to do with this? Because I had this working yesterday. No, so it's not that. This is how you do inline styling in JavaScript, right? Inline styling in React. Right, it's style equals and then double curly brace. Now, is it because I don't have the extra curly brace, but wouldn't that break the whole code? Yeah, it does. The only other thing I can imagine is that click is coming back as something else. So Let me just cancel log clicked. Let me also flag it. So log click. Why is it opening a new tab? Nope. There we go. So now if so it's coming back as false. Log clicks come back as false when I click it here. It says can I read properties of undefined? When I clicked it, it's coming back cannot read properties of undefined, which means I think clicked is becoming undefined somehow. So if I go back, it says, can I read properties of undefined? So it must be when I'm doing this stuff here. So the way I'm setting it. And I think what's happening is, right, because this is supposed to return an array. Right now, the whole thing becomes false. I mean, sorry, it's supposed to return an object. Right, because the whole state is an object. Here, I'm setting the state again. And I'm redefining it, and I guess I'm setting it equal to whatever this is, true? So, in order to change it, what I should do is ... Let's spread out the keys of the previous clicked. And then let's define the new clicked for info specifically, not previous clicked dot info. And then this will work. Let's go ahead and change this over here as well. There we go. Now if I go back, refresh here, if I hit this, good. Journey's working, but the info isn't working. Oh man, my decision making here. So, oh right, info's coming back as undefined. One of them has to be journey. Which one's this one? This one must be info? Right, this one's info. You know what? I need to make this a little more. I need some handle. Event handles here. Let me make handle click events. And then I'm gonna just take this right here. Throw this in here. Done. There we go. I also don't like, not liking the structure of my code. It looks very hard to follow. So we have the handle click here, and that's gonna use the set clicked, previous clicked. First of all, I'm changing these namings. Let's call it toggle and set toggle. Well, this is for info / journey. This is like the slide animation, so toggle slide, I guess. Nah, let's leave it clicked for now. Eventually, I'll change it later once I have it working. Okay, so handle click. If they click it, it's gonna do the prevent default, and it's gonna run set clicked. It's gonna check out the previous clicked, and then return. Wait, why do I have a returned and then this stuff here? That's why it's not broken. So I need to just return. Get rid of this. There we go. Just return the object. So now if I go back, this should work. That it does. So I clicked it. And it does the animation. Obviously I need to move that one to the right. So where we left off was I flipped this. Now I also want to toggle journey to do something as well. So how do I do that? Right, because I want journey to fade right. Right here, this needs to be journey. Oh, another thing I didn't even notice. If I click on this one right here. Okay, so that's doing what I wanted it to do. Oh my god, yeah. Let's just say I didn't think of everything. But if I click on this one goes away. But if I click on this one goes bigger. This is definitely not what I was planning. Yo, it's really annoying me that this thing right here, the battery's not charging. But I'll come back to this. Alright, I gotta fix this. So when I click this, I need this to go away, not do what it's doing right now. So if I go back to my thought process in the beginning, right? I was thinking about flipping these, but doesn't make sense anymore. Because if I go back here, if I click on info, and let's say we have it working the way it's supposed to, like so, right? What happens if they click on journey? The animations are only set up to move to the right. It's not set up to move to the left. So what I need to do is, if info is true, okay, no, I can set this up. Let's go back. So if journey is true, I also need to do, so this is what's gonna happen if journey is true. That's why it's leaving the screen, but what I want to do really is fade left. So I'm gonna set that up by going back to my animation and basically copying this and flipping it. Let's make a fade left, and it's gonna go from, actually no, this isn't the right ones. Cover screen. I wonder, because if it's just making the width 100%, then Either way should work. So now if I go back here and I do cover screen, this one should work. Yeah, let me see. Okay, perfect. So now the only other thing I need to do is I need to set it up so that if so we could do a comma here. If clicked dot journey is true, I'm gonna do animation leave screen is what I called it. Leave screen, 3 seconds, linear forwards. Beautiful. And then otherwise, if it's false, let's just do no for now. Let me keep the styling here a little consistent. Alright, let's see. Whoops. Where's click? It's clicked here. Ooh. So it's working. It's a little dramatic. I might want to make it a little bit quicker, but got something going here. Let me go ahead and take the same logic and apply it down here. Except this time for info. And let's see if we get it working. Alright, wait, so I'll put the comma here. Oh, I'm missing. Oh, this right here is not necessary. There we go. If I do info, hold on, cover screen. Wait a minute, why is info now not covering? That should trigger this here. Oh, now Journey doesn't wanna. What the heck is going on? Oh, I also probably should make it. Oh man, dealing with animation is so weird. If I click info, that happens. If I click journey, that happens. What's confusing me is now it doesn't want to do the cover screen. And I think I know why. First of all, let's remove this here. This whole thing needs to be an array. I mean, an object. Then, what I need is to remove the animation from here. Also remove, I guess, the curly braces. Good. And then what I want to do is animation. Alright, so this way, instead of having compare these two. Here, so style works like, what is it? What am I trying to say? Style equals this. And it expects in here to have like a key value pair, right? So animation, blah. When I was running this style component with the parentheses around it, it was choosing one of these. So I guess the latest one is the info. So it was only doing the leave screen and it was ignoring these. But if we change it to look more like this, here it has multiple keys. So this is the first key, this will be the second key. And the return is gonna be either these two strings, whichever one of these two strings. I could also make this null, just so it's more viewable. There we go. So now the whole object that's being returned is this. So I wonder if this is still gonna work or if the animation is gonna override themselves. But I can go ahead and do the same thing here and just flip these. So now I refresh here. Let's get rid of this one. And if I click this, no, it's still not. So it did override. So it looks like it's only picking up this style change. For example, if I like flip them, I'm pretty sure now if I click on info, it's just gonna get bigger, but it's not gonna get smaller. The journey's not gonna get smaller. Oh, maybe I just had to flip them. Yeah, let me try to flip the other one here. Yeah, I guess it's just to flip them. Why is it going so slow though? Oh, this one, see, this one didn't close. Okay, so now it's gonna go back. So it works the first time, but then after a while, it stops working. And it's giving me the duplicate key of animation, so it doesn't like that. So this is what I was worried about before. But one of the things I know for sure is, what you can do is if you put a comma here, and then you put in the next animation like cover screen, it will work. So let me see. Let me think about this here. Oh, it's getting back, for example, when info is false, it's getting back null here. Let me take this, I'm gonna make a function above. So if I make a function, say constant create animation. I'm not gonna take anything in. Basically, what I wanted to do is return one of these. And then it's gonna return that if clicked that journey, return that. So let's do that. Else, if that's false, then return this. So if info, yeah, let's do that. This is only gonna work. I don't like how can I say this? This is only gonna work in one situation. Excuse me. In if I use it here. So for example, if I do create animation. Okay, so that opens, right? Wait, maybe I'm just thinking about this wrong. So if click journey is true, right, then leaving the screen. Let's do if click journey is true or if info. No, none of this is gonna work. I need to approach this differently. So if click journey is true, animation leave screen. So this would work if it was info. And then what I could do is here I'll pass in like the name, for example. And instead what I could check is so if the name that's passed in, right? If that is true, I don't know, let's pass in both. Let's call this one active and non-active. If click.active, then alright, let me think of it. So if I click on info, no, so if active is info and non-active equals journey, and when I click on info, that means that clicked info go to true and clicked non-active or journey, right? Journey equal to false, meaning that the animation should be active cover screen, and then simply just non-active. There we go, non-active leave screen. So whichever one is the active one, doesn't even matter if it's true or false. If it's active, then it should cover the screen, and non-active should not. So this should just return one animation, either cover or not. But what I'll do is I'll pass in, let's call this active of Boolean. Active is Boolean. There we go. So I pass in a Boolean, and then actually what's gonna happen is if true, right? So if active, return animation cover screen 3 seconds linear forwards. Else turn animation leave screen seconds linear forwards. So I can get rid of this, and the way I can use it is by just passing in clicked info and similarly here a journey. Yeah, it's teasing me now, but let's see. Oh, but I should probably pass in make this a callback so that it doesn't automatically run. A break. Oh, I can't really make that a callback, can I? So, issue I'm running into now is I'm using this function a weird way. Like, this isn't supposed to be a callback. Now, one of the things I could try and do is maybe make this null. That wouldn't work. Oh, in the case where they're both false, so I could have that case. Because right now it's just leaving the screen. Right, so if I refresh here, they're both leaving the screen because they're both false. But if I just add a really quick if active maybe I should also pass in non-active. So if active and non-active are both false, to return null. So that way it doesn't do any of this. There we go. But now, if I click on this, it does turn on. This one doesn't shrink. It's still not getting the shrinking that I want. It's interesting how if I click it again, it just snaps back. I wonder. Alright, so let's see why it's not shrinking. So if we hit clicked, that's gonna change clicked.info here. And then, oh right, but I have to pass in clicked dot journey, and then here clicked dot info. Save. So now, if I refresh, that's still there. There we go. So much work just to make this ugly ass animation work. Cool. Now let's make it a little bit quicker, or maybe change instead of linear. If we can make it thin, let's see if that's any different. No, I definitely want to way faster than that, so let's do like 1 second each. It needs to feel smooth. Feels so weird. Alright, let's go back to linear. Nice. I like that. That's not bad. And then now the snapping I'm a little bit worried about. I think I'm gonna leave it like this for now. Just prototype it. I know I'm gonna have to. One of the bugs I'm gonna have to mess with is I'm also gonna have to figure out how to like disable the click after one click. Right, so let me actually make a note of that. And also I probably should leave because this active and non-active is kind of weird. Active is the cover screen. Non-active is the screen. Both false, do nothing. And let's do big to do here. Fix bug when clicked multiple times on animation. Alright, cool. So I now have it working, but I also need to make sure I send it over to the proper route. So let's go back and let's quickly do that. Let me see. The easiest way to do this. I think there's props, right? How many choices here? Let's add in the props. Because I believe it comes from a route, I should have the property of history here. I could just do history.push. Where am I? Choices right here. Yep, I do have history, so let's do that. It's really easy. Let's close this, go back here. History. So after they click on it, which is handled where? Is this how I'm handling it still? I'm using a handle click here, but then here I'm not using a handle click. Let's see, can I make the handle click more dynamic? What's the difference here? E.prevent default, set click. The only difference is what I'm setting. So then I guess I'll just pass in the name of what I want to set. Let's call it active. Let's keep things consistent. And the way I'm gonna do it is, since I'm passing in the name of what I want to set, I can do active and active. There we go. Or sorry, this stays the same over here. This will be... No, actually, yeah, this is active. Oh, but that's not the same as this. Oh, right. This needs to be like this, I believe. There we go. And also similarly, active. And let me see if this actually makes sense. So let's open up console here. Can I define a function? Like, this is an object. Is this the same thing as? This, okay, so that will work. Now, hold on, where the heck is my mouse? Oh, it just turned off for some reason. There we go. Okay, where was I? Alright, so if this is the same thing as that, then I could pass an active. Honestly, I don't even need to do active because I gave these names. I could just do e.target.name. Name. Same thing here, e.target.name. And I'm gonna go down and just go ahead and use handle click for this one. Save. Handle click being used here. Yes, it is. And then just make sure info name, info journey good. And lastly, in this set timeout. So this is gonna be equated to the same thing as this here. So let's make a constant here. Go animation time. Any time, I guess. Wait, hold on. Let's go ahead and Google this real quick. JavaScript constant naming convention. Underscore, right? Capital named constants are only used for aliases for hard-coded values. Whatever, I'm not gonna sit here and try to figure this out, how to set this up. I'm gonna make it what I want. Animation, let's call it any time. And currently it's 1 second, so 1. And what I'm gonna do is, this is gonna be 1 times 1,000, which is going to be any underscore time times 1,000. This one, I'm gonna string interpolate to string interpolate anytime. And the same thing down here as well. Cool. So now this is only gonna wait 1 second, and then once it's done waiting, what the callback I wanted to do is use props history push. Oh, where are we pushing to now? e.target.name. Is this really gonna work? All right. Let's see. is the callback. This is how long I wanted to wait. Make this like that. What doesn't it like? It expected that. Oh, it's because I closed it too early here. There we go. Save, and let's test it. That's nice. I might want to delay it a little bit more. So let's do anytime, and I want to delay it like that. Let's do anytime plus 0.5. Oh, what happened when I break? Click on this, there we go. No, 0.25. Save that, go back here, let's go to choices. Okay, nice. It's still not super smooth, but it's getting there. Now, I guess we're working on info next. And let's go back to my Figma and see if I can figure it out. Let me just quickly push this stuff up to GitHub. Made a lot of changes here, so Zookit status. Let's see, I have 9 different files I messed with. Apparently I staged these for committing yesterday. What did I change here? So yeah, the choices info. I added variables, it looks like. So I added coloring, and I guess I moved flex boxes. So let's do adds background color and removes border from choices.css. What did I do in app.js? Imports variables.css app.js. Perfect. Alright, next changes. So I created an info and a journey, and I added routes for them. That here and here. In choices CSS, I got rid of the links coloring. And I'll leave this for a second. There we go. So let's do creates components info.js and journey.js. Adds them their links to navbar and removes styling for their links. Go, and then choices is where I added all the animation stuff. So in animation.js, I added cover screen and leave screen. Adds animation for cover screen and leave screen. And lastly, choice.js is it uses state to how can I describe choices.js? I used, what is it, animation or something? I don't even know. I don't even know how I would describe this. this back. Performance mode because I took it off by mistake. No. Alright. So, what does this file do? Choices presents us with two choices of info and journey. So, stubs out choices. Let's not use stubs out. Implements choices. Whatever, we'll just do implement right now. Choices. No, implements two links into choices. JS to info and journey. Journey adds animation to both links using cover screen and leave screen. I think that's good enough. Let's go ahead and push this to GitHub. And let's branch out a little bit here because I've been messing a lot. I don't have any actual branches, so let me make a branch called. Right now we have main. We're gonna work on the info part of my site. So let's go back to Figma real quick. Excuse me. Where are we right now? So this is the basic wireframe. So we have info, we have journey, and it's doing what we expect. And if I zoom out here, this would be journey, but right now we're working on info portion, so we need to get these things up. So let's set up the info info version first, and then after that we'll start messing with the journey portion. I am becoming less, the more I look at this, the less of a fan I'm becoming of the different CSS that I have here. I mean, sorry, the different styling. The color scheme, I'm not too happy about it anymore. Especially this here. I envisioned this to be a lot cooler than it actually looks. So I'm okay with this here. But it just looks cheap. So I'm gonna look into remaking this wireframe and making it a bit different. But let's get this working. Once this is working, I'll move on and get this working. And we'll try to change all the different colors later. But actually no, so I'll do both of these. I'll do all, like I'll finish up info. And then that, before I start working on this one, I'll start changing up the color scheme. Because now if I go over to choices, right, this is pretty much what I wanted. So if I click here, like it's doing exactly what I envisioned in my head, but it doesn't look as appealing as I hoped, right? Like this looks, it's cool and all, but it's not as smooth as I thought it was gonna be. Also, like me adding this flip animation stuff, it's just, it was cool. I thought it was cool at first because I was learning the new CSS, like 3D animations, but now it looks cheap, especially like when you see it spinning and then you just see my name just hovering over there. This is okay, this is what I imagined at first, and then this takes way too long to go in. But I don't know, I want to keep working on it. There's no point in stopping right now, and then I'll come back and I'll try to make it much better. But this is, I'm happy because now I'm actually getting somewhere. Okay, what happens if I click info real quick? Oh, but if I go back, I need to refresh, really? What happened? What's going on here? Oh, so because I'm able to click multiple times, yeah, I gotta fix that bug. Anyway, if I click this one here, is this one not working? Oh, the journey is not working, so I have to fix that. So info's working, but journey's not. Okay, let's go fix that bug first before we start messing with anything else. Why would journey not be working? We do have the name properly set up. And then we did pass the active was clicked journey and it clicked info is non-active. Looks like the handle click is just screwed up. And I guess e.target.name for journey is not properly showing up. Let's remove this kind of reasoning. Let's just set it without trying to be, you know, consistent. So hold on. Where was I? Yeah, let's remove this. And let's set it without trying to like worry about asynchronous stuff. See what happens. Okay. So now if I refresh, alright, it's not previous clicked anymore here. I have to change this back to just clicked. But at least now I'm only dealing with one function. So still when I click journey, I'm getting undefined, which is interesting. But info's also come back as undefined, interesting. Which means that e.target.name is not working here. I shouldn't have to do e.persists because it already does that. But let me see. Yeah, it's being weird now. Let me throw a debugger in here. That's info. So it looks like whenever we're doing set clicked, we're losing the target. So what is the easiest way to do this? I don't know. Let's do some research. Losing events when using set hook. Wrong React text behavior with event listeners. Blah blah blah. The same concern are applicable to any callback function where use state is used. The timeout, okay. Event handlers are treated differently in the components. Handle card click, blah blah blah. Excuse me. Used in the card functional component is received as a prop registered and blah blah blah. Same effect. Mutable state updater function. One solution is to use a state updater. A common approach that addresses this problem is to use the use reference instead of use state. A reference is basically a recipe that provides a mutable object that can be passed by reference. No. And I also don't want to use the force update. State updater function. I guess I do have to use it the way I was using before to avoid whatever this weird issue is I'm running into. Let's go back. And then why am I not getting the journey? Right, because this should give me back journey. So let me console log it then. So I expect info to hit. So info works. But I'm getting undefined whenever I click journey. Is it because I'm clicking on the actual... Yeah, it's because I'm clicking on the actual H1. But if I refresh here, if I click on this, it would work. Interesting. So I should also give, I guess, name to the H1. Seems like not the best solution, but for now it should work. And this will help me get started on my other part. So if I click this works. If I go back here, if I click here, still undefined, but if I click here, it works. Wait, maybe I need a hard refresh. Nope, it's still undefined. Even though I gave it the name of journey? Okay, I think... No, it's still come back as undefined. Handle, click on parent only. Try this on CSS. Let's go over to choices CSS, and I'll try this. It's in here, and also this here. Give this CSS over to, well, to the H1s. So choices, better. Alright, I'll be right back. Right back here, let's click on this one. Alright. Hey, Rachel, what's up? I'm surprised you even found me. I was thinking, like, how is he gonna find the YouTube? Because I don't remember if I gave it to you or not. Put this back. There we go. I am struggling today. I am so tired. Alright. Alright, what was I doing? Choices header. This probably isn't the best way to do this, but why not? Let's do this for now. Go over to my choices. Give these the class name of choices header. Do the same thing for this here. And all I wanted to do is not click. I click on it. Good. Okay, perfect. It worked. That was easy. Okay, that fixes that. Now, let me go back to Figma. So the next thing I want to start messing with is creating this info page. And I'm okay with how this looks. Yeah, I really gotta change all this stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot. I thought I only gave you the I thought I only texted you the Twitch. And I remember you were saying you didn't really have a Twitch, so I must have texted it to you afterwards. But yeah man, I'm tired as heck today, man. Yesterday I had way more energy. I was like jumping around, you know, saying, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. But you know, I have to wake up every morning. I have to do this. Like, just because I'm tired doesn't mean like I'm gonna stop. Because like there's so much crap I gotta do. And this is like my own personal website, and I haven't had it up. Because I haven't had the time to sit down and code, so I'm gonna just keep working and set this up. But I'm right now I'm hitting a weird moment where everything that I've done, like I planned it all out, right? Like perfect wireframe that did everything I wanted. And I'm looking at it this morning and I'm like, yo, this looks horrible. Like I don't like the way it looks anymore. So I'm gonna have to probably spend some time maybe off stream, like changing up the colors and finding some better color scheme that I want to use. Because the one that I had, these are the different colors that I like, the color scheme I chose, but it just doesn't look like how I'm imagining it. So I'll change it up a little bit so I can make it look cool. But anyway, I'm like finally starting to get somewhere at least. Let's do this one now. So let's do the info page. Currently when I go to the info, it's just that I already have it set up, so let me go ahead and make a commit real quick. Fixes header bug by disabling pointer event on H1s. On H1 headers, save that. What's next? What is the sync changes? We'll push and pull commits. No, I don't want to do that. I was supposed to change branch, yeah, so let me change branch into making my info. That way I could work on a different branch here. Close a lot of this stuff down here. And let's open up the info. And now we're gonna set up the info one. Do I have a CSS file here? Let me make one. Info.css. This is so dope. There's so many people that could probably see help with coding. yeah, man, like I'm trying to get, so an old student of mine, I'm trying to get him to hop on, right? But he currently like usually stays up like really late, so it's unlikely for him to hop on this early. But I'm trying to get multiple people just in here. Hopefully I'm able to like do some type of collaboration. But like I said, right, I think I told you, I just want to have like 10 to 15 people that just come in every day. We get up early in the morning when we code. But it would just be awesome to just have like a community of people where maybe we could set up some type of like simultaneous code where somebody could be working on this while I'm working on this, and all of that could be live. There's a lot of cool stuff that we could do with this, but for now, like I'm just, bro, I can't even get my computer to stay charged. Like right now it's at 32%. I started the stream at like 90%, and I think it's because like the way the feature I'm using to stream is just taking up too much energy. So I gotta figure out a lot of stuff, but I'm just trying to make it through this whole week, every day at 6 a.m. until it becomes a habit. And then once that happens, I'll post it in LinkedIn, I'll post all this stuff in like some of my socials. But for now, I'm just, you know, working through the kinks while also trying to code. Because at the end of the day, I gotta code, man. I have to sit down, put in those 2 hours. It's like working out, bro. It's like when we used to play basketball. Unless you do it every single day, you're not gonna get better. So right now it feels like that first moment. Remember when the first day I played basketball and I shot it over the rim? Yeah, it feels like that day in terms of coding. Like I feel like I've spent so long away from like actually sitting down and coding myself that I'm just struggling through a lot of this stuff. But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming by though. Like, I don't know what you're doing, you're probably heading to work right now, but I'm gonna just keep doing this every day, you know? I wish there was a way for me to show the chat too. Maybe in the future, like, I'll probably put like the chat up like that. Or something like that. I think this could be helpful. Like I could see like who's in here by doing that. And this would be the YouTube one. But, you know, like I said, I'm just gonna try and like keep things pretty similar, pretty chill. Alright, what was I doing? Alright, I gotta set up the styling for the info component. So info is just gonna have, let me full screen this so that I could go between this one as well. So info is gonna have my resume and projects. So this should be pretty easy to set up. Gonna have one big div, which is gonna be the background. So let's do that first. Gonna have two smaller divs inside. Gonna have resume. And another div that's gonna have, what the heck did I call it? Projects. Save. And then let's give these some class names. Info. Let's call this info container. And this is going to be info resume, and the other one's going to be info projects. Yeah, of course, trying to learn some coding. Yeah. Man, like, if you really want to learn some coding, I can show you some shit. That's literally my job. My job is to show people coding. So if I could show my friends coding, that'd be awesome too. But, you know, you could do some coding on the side just for fun. Like, this is, like, very... What I'm doing right now is very, like, typical. Like, I'm making a basic website. But in the future, I'm going to try to do more cool things with... Especially with, like, my YouTube channel and this. I don't want it only to be websites. I'm probably gonna try to code out I'll learn some Python, I already know a little bit. And I'll try to learn some like machine learning. And you don't have to learn all that. But what I'll probably do is learn how to get like a little like robot to do what I tell it to do. Like some small robotics. And I want to package all of that into a really easy to digest like YouTube video where, oh, you have this little robot, you wish you could tell it what to do, here's how you do it, right? So I don't know, I have a lot of weird things I want to try, but yeah, it takes time, bro. Time and effort and energy, but it's fun, man. It really is. Let's go ahead and do that info container. This one's gonna be the one with the background color of dark blue. We also import the CSS sheet ./info.css, save. Okay. Let's see if that changed anything. Didn't like that. Oh, I think it's because it's info capital I. Go. Cool. So that sets that up. Now, in order to get it to look like this, what I'm gonna have to do is set some height and width, but also let me set some height and width for this one too. So let's give it a height of 100% maybe. It's probably gonna have to be like 100 view height. Width, I think the width is already 100%, but let me see how it looks. Good. That's a little bit too big. Let's do 90 for now. So 90% of the screen. There we go. And then let's give it a display flex. Justify content center. Justify, no, line items center. There we go. And then what I want to do is for the .info_resume, comma .info_projects. So for each of these divs here, I'm gonna make them white. So color white. And let's see how this works. Okay, so they are white now, so we want to give them their own spacing and padding. What I'm going to do is let's give them a border for now. Let's make a border red and solid just so that we can see what they look like. And we want to give them a width of 50%. So that moves them to 50%. We don't want to do the entire 50. So let's do, this would be like what? 40% somehow? Let's see what 40% looks like. Good, so that's about right. So we'll do 40%. Let's also align them in the center. So text align center for now. No, honestly, they should be their own. Display flex. Let's do the same thing. So let's put them in the middle of everything. And let's give them a height of 80%. There we go. So it's already looking like that. Now we want to have some space between, which I could do here. So space between, is it? Or how do I do this again? Space is not space between. Space evenly. Or is it flex align? No. How the heck do I get the space? I forget. Alright, let's Google. Space between flexbox. I don't need a complete cut. Oh, it's justified content. Alright. Hold on, let's see what this looks like. That's way too far. So this is space around. Let's try space around. Maybe that's what I'm looking for mostly. Yeah, space around is about what I'm looking for. Now, let's get rid of the border. Give these a background of even darker. So let's make a new variable. Dash dash darker blue. Let's get to the color scheme. This is the blue I want. Let's take that and add it here. Nice. Okay, what are we doing now? Where are we at? So I'm gonna use this variable in here. So I'm gonna do background color, darker blue. And the height is a little bit too much for me. Make the height like 60%. There we go. So it's starting to look more like what we have here. But honestly, I'm gonna leave it justify content. Instead of space around, I'm gonna do center. And then I'm gonna give it my own padding. So I'll give it a margin of 10 pixels. A little bit more than that. Let's do 20 pixels. 25 pixels. Okay, I'm alright with that. Let's also see what it looks like. So it looks horrible on a phone. So I probably should fix that. Let's see. So that's on an iPhone 5. An iPad. It looks okay on an iPad. And I think the reasoning is I'm gonna have to do like an at media. Yeah, but I'll do that later. We put a to do here. Add media to make it look better for phone. And let me make that a to do. Nice. Alright, cool. What's next? Oh yeah, so this is what I envisioned. I like drew it out, but still not, even the wireframe I have is not exactly what I want it to look like yet. But it's getting there. This will be version 1, I guess, or even though I have it as version 2, I'm gonna make this version 1. Alright, so resume, projects. Is it properly set up now? Let's get out of here. Okay. I do have it set up. It is looking like what I had before. It's ugly. It's okay. It's okay. Let me just focus. So now, whenever they click here, let's also make the font size a little bit bigger. So font size 2em. That's okay. And for my OCDs, capitalizers are good. So now when I click here, the animation I wanted to have is when I click here, it zooms in to this. Now, how the heck am I gonna do that? So let me see. Oops. So button comes in individually, info from the top. Oh right, I was supposed to have some extra animation too. But for now, let me just start building out the static pages, and then I'll worry about the animation. So let's work on resume next. And it looks like we only have 10 minutes, so I'm gonna just try to do resume quickly. Yeah, let's create the resume component real quick. Add new variable, darker blue. It's the info CSS file and static info page, info component with resume and projects. And let's upload that for now. And let me push this branch over. So git status, git push origin info. So that's up on my GitHub now. Alright, what do I want to do next? So I have this set up. I'm actually, you know what? I kind of want to take a break from working on this one. Until I change up the colors here. I think the color looks like, cause I look at the version on the phone here. I think it looks okay for the phone. Right, so when I set it up, I'm gonna have it look like this on the phone. But I don't like the desktop version. It looks kind of cheap on the desktop. So I'm gonna wireframe this, changes up a little bit before I do anything else on this project. I might probably tomorrow morning when I do my next stream, I'm gonna work on changing up the wireframe. And I'll do some research on the design here before I start messing around. But let me take a break from this one. And let me pull up the other project I was working on. So let me close this. And I am also going to be working on, let's go up a little bit, a basic wedding website. For my friend, for Eric. So let me see, is Raisul still here? Oh, Raisul dipped, so he's probably working. And I've been trying to set up this wedding website. I do have a server running, but oh yeah, I haven't figured out how to set up the server properly with AWS. I have it working, but I'm not sure if I want to share this one yet. So I guess I'll just take a look at it for now. Just open it up and see where I last left off. Change, just go to the wedding client and do yarn start. And I remember I had a bug that was breaking it, so let's fix that bug. Do I want to use another port? No, let's close this one. Let's close this one. Yarn start. Let me fix this bug here. Oh, you're still here. Yeah, Raisul, I told Eric I was gonna work on a website for him. I have it sort of set up, but oof, it's rough right now. So this is the loading screen. When I go here, it lets you upload a file. Oh,
I think he's crying, isn't it?
oh god, yeah, I forgot. It's broken horribly right now. And the audio is automatically playing So that was like, I think it was one of Stephanie's videos. But let me do this. I'm gonna delete all the stuff that I have in my AWS server, and I'm gonna upload like the fake files. So let me do this. Change directory, wedding, server. Roku. No, I'm not gonna delete that. Actually, you know what I'll do? Let me open up my Rails server. And let's just change my endpoint. Hold on. Change screens here. Let's go over to intermission. Because I have it set up right now in AWS. And I don't have, like, I have a cloud service, right, that I have it set up to save like Eric's files, but it's connected to my card. And like I'm very careful about that because I haven't set up any like I haven't set up any protections. So I don't want to show off like the URL here, because if I show off the URL and like somebody's watching, they could just make a billion requests, and then that will screw me over. I have a lot of money to pay. So let me try to just change the endpoint here. If I remember, instead of going to this, let's go over to localhost 3000. Or 3001 photos. That should work. http:// good. And I don't have a proxy, do I? No, I do not. Good. Okay. That should be it. I don't think I have anything else. Whatever. If it shows, I'll just like break it myself. Just close this. Rails S. Let's close this. And do yarn start. Cool. So now, hopefully, good. So I'm okay with it being broken like this. So how the heck, what did I break though? Oh, this right here. Save, perfect. All right, cool. So the background's still the same, which is scary, but it's saying that photos is not iterable. Is my localhost server on the back end running? Localhost 2001. Oh, the connection's not established. Let me turn on my actual Postgres. There we go. Cool. All right, perfect. So yeah, I had a weird error here that I just need to fix. Looks like description is undefined, and that's happening because I'm assuming one of them doesn't have the description. Slash photos. Which one doesn't have description? Description, no. Undefined. No, they all have descriptions. Okay, so this is where it's breaking. Hey! What's up, RAM codes? Just messing around with a website I'm building here. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, I'm just messing around. I don't know what the heck I broke here. This is a website I was working on for a friend of mine. He's gonna... I was setting up this website for his wedding, just for some practice. It's a really basic website, but it's completely broken at the moment. I don't know what the heck I did. So I have to figure out what's wrong with it right now. And it looks like this is where it's breaking here. So let me just put a console log here, or a debugger, and fix it before my computer dies. Yeah. Actually, I am a web developer. I'm a software engineer, but like, you know, I work with React, Ruby, and all that stuff. Let me see what the heck is going on here. Oh, you guys can even see what I'm showing. That's funny. Go back here. There we go. This is what I've been showing this whole time. My website's broken right now, so I don't know what's going on. What's the benefit of having a wedding for a wedding? A website for a wedding? There is no benefit. I'm gonna be honest. It's more of like a present for them that I'm giving them. One, to practice my own skills. Just like I thought of an idea I wanted to try, and I want to set up their wedding website as a little present. Like, hey man, this is somewhere where you could celebrate your wedding. You know, celebrate your union. There's a lot of pictures that were taken by a professional photographer. So if they have a website that's just central and anybody could go to, then whoever went to the wedding can go see all the pictures. If they ever want to go back, it's there. So just something nice for them. And honestly, like I just offered just because I wanted to practice, and it will motivate me to put out something good. A lot of my projects have really bad styling, so I'm trying my best to get them something good. Hey Lou, how's it going, bro? Oh, what's up, Apache? Looks like you've been streaming. Yeah, I've been streaming for 2 hours. My computer's about to die because I don't know how to set it up. Streamlabs just eats up too much power, so I haven't really figured that out yet. Ramp codes. Do you work for a company? I do work for a company. Currently I work for Flatiron. It's a boot camp, and I work as a cohort lead. So I'm helping students. I'm teaching them how to do web development. But this channel is just a way for me to get some coding in on my own. So I just work on my own projects here. Like, it has no connection to their boot camp. It's just me messing around and having fun. So yeah, I mean, feel free to chill here, Ram, if you want. I'm just learning and doing everything like everybody else, and setting myself up. I went to college for computer science, but I never finished. What I ended up doing was I finished the boot camp. So I went to Flatiron themselves. They taught me, and then they ended up hiring me. But I am more. I would consider that self-taught, but really I was taught by a boot camp. So, yeah, it's different. But I did go to college for a few years in computer science, but I just never finished. So, I'm, you know, just trying to build my portfolio out here. I have a lot of crap a lot of ideas I gotta do, but yeah, I'm just chilling there. All right, the heck was I doing? All right, so I broke it. Everything's broken right now. And it was because photo wasn't coming in. Oh, it's broken because photo right now is empty. Why the heck is an empty array? Hey, man. All right. So why don't I just set a catch here that if photos is empty, and just return null for now. Let's see. See if this helps. Running against the clock here because as soon as my computer dies, it's over. Alright, refresh here. Nope, it's still breaking. So it looks like it's not because photos is empty. I need to check photo. Yeah. Oh, you're from India. That's cool, man. I was just talking to Apache about that yesterday. Man, there's mad people in India. Like, I need to visit. Like, I need to go over there. 1.5 billion people is so many people, man. And like, I can't imagine the different cultures and everything. Like, I'm so like, I can't wait to go over there and visit. And you guys are smart too. Like, you guys are making money any which way possible. Like, I was looking up a lot of like software engineers. They come from India, so like, you guys know what to do. Like, you guys know what, like, how to set, like, how to, you know, hustle. Really, you guys know how to you know, put in the work. So that's why I'm doing these streams, right, 2 in the morning, because I know if I'm chilling here, somebody else who may have less opportunities are probably doing way more work than I am. So I got to get up every morning and actually put in a little bit of work before you know, so I can actually stay caught up. And it's a terrible place for people living in the first world nations. Well, I can't make money. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. I wonder why. I don't know much about India. It's probably as corrupt. Like, I think about, so I'm Dominican, so I think about going back to DR, and I know over there is very corrupt and a lot of politicians doing wild stuff. But anyway, wait, come on, I gotta fix it. How long do I have? Okay, I have 15 minutes. Can I read properties of undefined? So why the heck is this breaking? Why is photo coming in? All right, whatever. Let me just put a if statement here. So if photo dot length equals to 0, then return. No, I'm just gonna hard code this. I just want to get this to work. There we go. Okay, that's all I wanted to do. So I say the same thing about Americans and Europeans, that you guys are great making money and finding opportunity. The Dominican Republic is just like India, but it's somewhat more modern. Wow, I like to hear that. It's crazy for me to think, because like, my family comes from like a farm in like some random mountain in the Dominican Republic, and luckily I was born here in America, so I've had a lot of opportunities. And I'll be honest, like, I know one of the things that drives me too is I know that given the same opportunity to someone in India or someone like literally from my family, they just switch places, I know that they're gonna work their ass off. So when I think about that, and I think about how I could have been born there and I could have grew up there and had so little resources available to me, so like less opportunities, it makes me think like, yo, I gotta work, I gotta study every day, you know, I gotta put in the work every morning. I have to stop being like, I don't even want to call it lazy. I have to just kind of commit myself, you know, because I never know what might happen, and I have to, you know, take advantage of where I'm at. Like, I'm grateful to have been born in the Northeast, right? I was born in like New York City, so like New York City is the hub for everything. Like all different cultures, but I have to, you know, be able to take advantage of it. But anyway, this is what I was working on before. Like, you did ask me, Ram, what the heck is the point of building a website for the wedding? Really, I just thought of like, by the way, the color scheme and everything is pretty bad in my opinion, but I just thought it'd be cool to have like a central place where they could go and view their pictures. So I have this thing working where they just flip back and forth. You're seeing that these two pictures are not matching because the URL that I'm using is like this random URL. So every time that this makes a new request, and if I refresh, oh no, it's giving me the same one for some reason. Oh right, but every time I go to this page, it can be a different picture. So it's not guaranteed to always be the same picture. And it's funny because as soon as I say that, it refuses. It's proving me wrong here. There we go, see? So I click on this one, and this is I clicked on both the same link and it gave me two different pictures. So that's why when I click here, you can see that sometimes it's not the same picture. but it is the same object, so I don't have to worry about that. But anyway, let me go back. Thankfully you aren't living in a third world nation, otherwise yeah, you will be struggling like me. I respect that. I mean, I agree. Like, if I was living in a third world country, I probably would be struggling. Like, but you know, gotta keep your head up. I don't know how to say it. I don't want to sound privileged here, but I do have a question for you though. Like, what are you thinking about getting into coding? Is that how you found this? You were looking up some stuff like software engineering, or what were you thinking? Let me see. New York City, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, etc. I just love them. It's like my biggest desire to live there. Whenever I see them, I literally get emotional, but it's too far. Yeah, man. Hopefully you could come over. Like, it is nice over here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, although I live here, you know, I grew up poor, so I wasn't able to do all the cool things that you would see like in TV or whatever. But you know, being around it, there's just a lot of opportunity. Like, I go to restaurants that, like, you know, every now and again, whenever I could get any cash, I would go to restaurants. I'll go to different places and, you know, really experience different cultures. That's one thing that's cool about it too, because I know that if I lived in the Dominican Republic, everybody around me would be generally the same, right? But you know, growing up in New York, I got exposed to people like one of my best friends, Resu. He's Bengali, right? If I lived in DR, I don't think I'm gonna meet many Bengalis. And growing up, I had all different type of friends, like all different cultures. And it's cool to think about, like, you know, the only reason that was possible is because I grew up here in New York City. But yeah. Anyway, I gotta work on this stuff. But it looks like my computer's about to die, so I am gonna end the stream in a little bit here. Let me see. I'm mostly into front-end development, but I'm not working as I want. I wasn't able to find opportunities. My goal was to get a remote job for companies located in North America, but it seems impossible. I tried it many times but failed. Yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I work at a boot camp, so like I have students who are like graduated the boot camp and are still like looking. It's tough, man. You got to really know your stuff. But you know, part of what I'm trying to do with this stream is I'm trying to build like a few people, just have a few people come in and we just work together. You know, my time it's 8 a.m. But I'm trying to wake up every day at 6 a.m. and stream from 6 a.m. to 8 and build some type of community where we can help each other find jobs. You know, like in the future, maybe you could hop on the stream and then we could like take a look at your portfolio projects, take a look at stuff like that, and see if I can maybe give you some advice, like, oh, maybe change this up, maybe do that, maybe do this differently. But it is tough to get those jobs, man. You got to know those data structures and algorithms, but there is a lot of money out there. So, you know, if you just keep working at it, you make good projects, not like ugly looking projects like this, right? Make some nice looking projects. It's possible. So, have you been able to get interviews though? Or like, do you just get instantly denied? Okay, let me see. Yeah, I'll take a look. Let's see. Nice. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I like this type of portfolio. This is exactly what it should look like. Let me look. I'll show you mine. This is mine, and this is why I'm here, working every day. It's under construction because like that's what I was working on earlier, trying to make my portfolio project, because I just haven't spent the time. Like, I was chilling, bro. I was so comfortable at work, and I didn't actually, you know, spend the time trying to make myself better. But this is cool, man. Let me see that. Let's take a look at some of the stuff you've been working on. So this is the live link. Yeah, you do have live links, which is really good. Yo, yeah, this is awesome. It's probably just location that you're struggling with. I don't know. I think I've seen your portfolio before. Let's see. Good, that's working. And what do you use to style this stuff? Like, let me see. Did you use React? Like, what front-end frameworks? No, you didn't use React. What front-end frameworks do you use? Let me go back. Yeah, man, no, and like I just have it like that, like it's under construction because like I know that there's so much more I gotta do. But yeah, that's why I was trying to, like, if I go back, Figma, let me show you. Like, this is what I wanted to flip it to, but what I was working on was I wanted to have a lot of animations and stuff. So right now, this is what I decided on. But the issue is, like, to me, the desktop version looks really cheap. Like, it looks kind of remedial. I don't know. I like very old school. Like, it doesn't look that nice. But if I look at it on the phone version of it, I think the phone version looks nice. I don't mind the way the phone version looks. But the idea I had for this was very different. So I'm gonna go back to like planning out, and let me see if I can show you. Where is it? Yeah, this is what I had thought. Like, I built it out and I was thinking this is how I wanted it to look. But you know, it's just a color scheme. So I'm gonna watch some design videos and figure out how to like make this better. It's just I'm not happy with it, but I do appreciate like having other eyes too. Used HTML, CSS, Sass, and JavaScript. That's not bad. Yeah, that's pretty good. Like, it does look really good. It looks professional too. I'm hard-headed. Like, I could probably set up something, because yours looks really professional. So I know that there are like frameworks out there and themes that I could use, but I really want to take as much opportunity as possible to learn some more CSS. So I've just been using, like, trying to make my own CSS and figure it out that way. But I'm not gonna lie, it's been slowing me down. Let me see, is Apache still here? Yeah, Apache is still here, he's chilling. But yeah, man, I gotta put in the work a little bit more. But you know, I'm having fun with this stuff, like especially with this, man. I was so happy just getting the scroll to work, and then when I click this, having like the picture show up. But like, this is very, very basic stuff, like very easy front end work, like nothing super amazing, you know. And I think I'm gonna just continue, just keep working on it, because I have other things. Like, I want to make this an album. So when you click the album, like, it zooms in, like, with animations and everything, and like, I want it to be more than just a really weak showcase like this. I want it to be a little more interactive. So once I figure out the AWS stuff, I'm gonna start working on this one. But right now I've been stuck on trying to figure out how the heck, like, because AWS has some budget stuff and it's rough. That actually looks great. You just need to put in the right colors, I guess. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like, yo, I promise you, listen, you could give me like 100% these colors are gonna work. If you use these colors, you'll make $1 million. And there's no way you can fail. You'll tell me all of that, right? All you gotta do is just put the colors where they belong. And I promise you, I will screw it up. Just because for some reason, like, when, like, I could have a really nice color scheme and it's just, I can't figure out what colors should belong where. But yeah, that's why I'm practicing. Like, that's really why I'm focusing on CSS stuff, because on my own I'm doing like data structure and algorithms just for practice. And I can set up I can do a lot of functionality, like with React and all that stuff, but it's the CSS stuff is what's slowing me down here. But you know, I'm having fun anyway. But I am gonna hop off now. Appreciate you guys for coming. Yeah, it's 8:20. I probably should get start setting up for work. And yeah, if I'm gonna be here from, let me see, where the heck is my schedule? Let me open this up. You can see all the attempts of me trying to do random stuff. Anyway, my schedule is gonna be from pretty much every day. Oh, I should probably put Eastern time here somewhere. But anyway, screen schedule Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna try my best to just keep this, and then I'm gonna upload like a dev vlog. I'm still figuring stuff out. This is my first week, so I'm like trying to figure out how the streaming stuff actually works. So feel free to stop by, man. I'm always down. Like if you want to take a look at some of the projects you're working on, we could collaborate together. Maybe that's one thing that could be extremely helpful. I feel like if I build a small community, you know, we could all collaborate on a project. Pick a project, we all make it. I'm gonna have some of my old students pop in probably, and also some of my friends also pop in, just so we could chill. But yeah, appreciate everybody. Let me turn off the stream before my computer dies here. And I hope to see you guys in the future. Alright, I'll see you guys. Bye. Alright, man. I'll see you.